A blanket for us starts as raw material, big bolts and rolls of fleece fabric. We source that from around the world, and it makes its way by planes, trains, boats, and automobiles to us here in Michigan. And you can see it comes as these big, long pieces of fabric. They either go to one of our amazing outsourced cutting partners around the state of Michigan, gets cut in Michigan, or it comes right here. Some of that cutting happens in-house, but a majority of it, because of how great we've grown the operation, happens at those outsourced cutting facilities. So the fabric's landing there, getting cut, it gets delivered back to us via truck. And this is a place in our process where we're starting to incur more costs, that trucking between outsourced cutting facility and getting it in here for the next step. After that blanket kit's ready, it goes out the door and goes to one of our events. We do hundreds of blanket making events around the year.
Hi, we're from Catholic Central. We made this blanket for you guys. We're rooting for you. Stay warm.
So when a blanket comes back from an event, every single blanket gets individually hand checked to make sure it's perfect. So after that blanket gets quality controlled, goes into the washer and gets washed and dried. Now, a good portion of that washing and drying happens in-house here, and that's one of our costs that has increased. We pay a lot in a monthly water bill to wash and dry these blankets. We also have an outsourced washing partner in Livonia called Image First, and we're paying for some trucking costs to get some blankets to go between there and here to wash as many as we can to deliver them to the hospital. Last step inside the Fleece and Thank You warehouse, when it's ready to go out, it gets put into big drums like this, either gets driven by volunteer drivers or one of our amazing freight partners around the state actually comes and picks this up on a pallet and delivers it to one of our amazing hospitals around the state of Michigan. This is definitely where we've seen some increased costs because we're delivering more blankets than ever before. We hope we can count on your support this year-end season to help fund some of those increased costs that we're seeing from the growth of our mission. Thank you so much to everyone that supported us in the past. You can see we've turned your dollars into real impact, and it is our promise that we will continue to do that on our way to comforting 30,000 kids in the state of Michigan. Thanks so much for everything, and hope we can count on you this year-end season.
Thank you for the blanket. Thank you for the blanket.